sweet. No rats were harmed during the making of this game, people. Just so you know. What's going on, folks? Take responsibility for your actions. In Vampyr, every action you take can have consequences. This game uses an autosave system. Whenever this symbol is displayed on your screen, use save. An autosave is in progress. Please do not close the game while the icon is displayed. This is the YMCA symbol. Dun 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 dun. This is some treacherous ass music. Anyway, like I was saying, what's going on, folks? It is the most famous nigga whose name was broadcasting yet again from Kingdom Heaven, from Cloud 11. We are about to play Vampyr if you haven't figured it out. Everybody and their mama has started recording this game, and I'm gonna do it my way. We're gonna do a new game. This game's difficulty is tied to your actions. The more lives you take, the easier the game will be. Nice. I plan on being a vampire. I don't care about stories, backgrounds, making right choices and stuff. I'm gonna be a vampire. Okay? Everybody's gonna die, or they're gonna have to kill me. And since this is a video game, they can't kill me. So everybody's gonna have to die. You gotta go.
Dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song.
This dude definitely cannot count.
To oblivion for the once proud city of London.
12-8-4-1.
Last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen. The falling of a star, a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness?
What is darkness?
What is war but
enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending? Very poetic. It was a long-winded speech. Basically, what's going on here is there's an epidemic.
Since the apple
Epidemic.
tree,
There's a sickness flowing through London. Please, excuse me, narrator. Narrator, please. I want to talk now. Please. Come on. Nor some holy retribution.
A true punishment would be to never know its sweet. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Arise, chicken. Chicken, arise. Chicken, arise. Arise, chicken. There we go. Yeah, freak out. I can breathe. I can fight! Anyway, there's an epidemic running rampant through the streets of London. And also, it looks like there seems to be mass graves. And these a-holes, without even checking my vitals, threw me down here in a pit of death. Ashes. Awesome. I'm drunk. Woo! Party! Can't move faster than I'm moving right now. I just wanna. I'm drunk. Hey, hey, a-holes! Let me out! God, what is this? Is it a volcano go off? What the hell is going on here? So I've seen a few gameplays of this game, and everybody wants to dive into the story and make connections and save lives and things like that. I don't care. I don't care anything about that. I want to get as much experience points as I can, and I want to feast on the blood of my victims. I want to become stronger. This is like a scene from the movie Sin City.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
I need drink. Excuse, pardon me. Oh, you won't let me walk past this area? You won't let me walk past this area? Look, all these dead bodies. What's up? I can see your ovaries. You knew I was alive? That must be why you're in this pit of death. Blah, blah, blah! Vampyr! Yes. Sweet nectar. Rejuvenate me. Yes! Feed him! Vampyr.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary!
I killed you so that I may live.
No. Mary!
Mary. Oh snap. You might want to put a compress on that.
Hold
There we
on.
go. Just hold.
Please, hold on.
Apply pressure. Mary, you're not helping. Well,
Mary.
Mary. Come on, a little effort, please. No? Well, since you're not going to use the rest of this blood, why don't I just drink it up? Ah, mwah, a lip kiss for my sister. Because this is London. And incest is a thing. You know, white people.
It's horror. It's a nightmare.
What have I done? What? What'd you say?
No! Please, a moment.
Please
let
give me a moment to explain. I only drained her of her blood so that I may live. Get up. Gotta shake the spot. It's like Grand Theft Auto.
Those are after me.
If only I could vampire my way out of here. No? Okay. Is there a run button? I guess I am running. Is there a high tilted button?
No,
No.
no.
Oh
Don't
snap! Oh snap! Oh snap! Dodging bullets! Cause I'm a vampire, guys. You can't hit me.
This is a nightmare.
You suck again. Oh snap!
I need to get out of here.
Dum, da-da-da-dum, da-dum, da-da-da-dum. Maybe if I hide in here, he won't see me. They stop chasing me? Yep, he's done. He gave up. I hit a corner.
This can't be happening.
Hey, blowing the whistle. Blow the whistle. Do, do, do. Blow the whistle. Hello. Oh, snap.
Please,
Oh.
stop. I mean you no harm.
Ow. Oh, the sun's coming up. Whoa. Whoa. I can't be a vampire. It's daylight. Oh. Got shot in the shoulder. Jesus Christ. Oh, zombie. Ah!
What's going on?
Back down to the depths. I lost him. You suck, sir.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
You okay, guys? Are you... look at his fangs. Perform a melee attack. Melee attacks and dodges consume stamina. Aya! 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 Now I can defend myself. I triple dog dare you guys to come down here now. I'm down here. Where did I put that blade? In my pocket. Awesome. I need a crash. Crash. Too strong. Whoa. I'm down here. Come on down here. Hello? What's up, fucker? Arthur's lock on the enemies? Okay.
Stay back!
Motherfucking... You stay back!
But you left me no choice.
You left me no choice. Put this back in my pocket. Walk through the sewers like a G. Out of breath. Clearly, I need to breathe deep the oxygen of the night. Woo!
Who are you? Stupid beast!
You just gonna fire at me?
Sorry.
Stupid fool. Fire? I was born of this. Fuck this work, bitch! No. Is there a way out? Over here? No? Can I step inside of this? No? Okay. Very cool.
No,
Switch targets, huh? Slice! 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 Dodge! I don't think so. Slice! Slice! Dodge left! Dodge right! Dodge through. Oh my god. Oh. So sorry. Is there anything back here? No? Alright then. Dodge to the door. Woo! Whoa.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech!
Oh, you know you messed up
Please,
now.
listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's
Let it burn!
Just leave me!
Fuck all that. Get back here! Certain elements like fire will deal aggravated damage that reduces your maximum health gauge. Okay. It's good to know. Do I have any salve that'll help me? Need some suntan lotion.
I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
What? Ow! Son of a bitch! Slice! Slice! Slice!
I need to find
No wonder you had a
shelter.
crossbow. What is this? Don't cough in public. Prevent disease. Careless spitting, sneezing, coughing. Spread influenza. Spread by droplets sprayed from the nose and throat. Do not cough in public. Yes. Die slowly on the inside instead. Can I get through here? Slice, slice. Keep out. That means come right in.
Is anybody there?
Of course not. Big keep out sign right on the door. Let me just slide this right over here. My vampire strength. Woo!
Place seems abandoned.
I am
should be
super
safe
safe in this house now. Was this a light? Was this a picture? Winston Churchill. Ooh, yes, this is when I howled into the moon like a damn demon.
Mary!
Choke her out. That's not what happened.
Mary!
Dance with the dead.
Mary.
Join
I'm
me
sorry.
on this tango.
Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
You definitely are the one that did it, buddy. Just saying. Anyway, windows are boarded up. That's good. This is a mattress. Looks like a twin. Aha! Fire and Sun. New collectible. Let's hit that touchpad. Cool. Weaknesses of Vampyr. Fire and Sun. Leeches do not fear the sun or fire, but they do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught under the rays of daylight. But it hurts them. Really good. I have personally chained a vampire to a tree to see what would happen when the sun rises. The skin blackens in a few minutes as if burning from the inside. Its eyes and flesh melted, and I saw unholy bones move and squeal as the beast tried to escape all day long. In the end, only a desecrated corpse remained, which started to slowly regenerate when the sun disappeared behind the horizon. I cut off its head to finally destroy it. When I tried the same test with fire, the bloody leech never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the best way to kill it for good. Know thy enemy. Alright. Cool, that's, I guess, a nice little tidbit of information to find in an abandoned house for anybody hunting vampires. Happen across this place. What else you got for me? Hammers? No. See, we used all the nails to board up the windows, and we even used the nail from this hook here. Can you turn the light on? A little electricity, please. What you got for me, drawers? A bottle of alcohol. Yes, that's exactly what I need after coming back. Whoa, whoa, whoa there. Whoa there. What's going on with you, guy? Oh, look at her teeth. It's all fucked up. Oh, yoink! You won't be needing this.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers.
Oh, sniznap. Tally ho! I found my watch.
That's impossible.
Right. It's on this corpse that never even met me, or probably the fellows that took the watch for me, and yet it's mine still. What's even more impossible that the sun is rising at 1 o'clock in the morning, or that it hadn't rose at 1 o'clock in the afternoon already, or possibly still the battery on this watch is dead and it stopped at 1 o'clock in the morning. Either way, we have our watch back. Okay. All these candles, it's almost as if we don't have electricity in this house. Oh, my neck sure is dirty.
12 dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as gold.
Who goes there?
A prayer summoned by warring song, a child born from darkness,
Who's there?
Surprise!
Referring to
It's
me?
Dracula!
No! No! I still have so much to accomplish.
Like biting the shit out of my sister. Until she dies.
I still have so much left that needs doing.
So much left that needs doing, man. Like opening this drawer. To find shillings. Awesome. Mary Thatcher? No. Jules Burns and shit. What is this? A syringe? It's not like anything I've ever seen. Yoink! I'll take that. Seems as if this gun attacked this poor man. And then staged it to look like a suicide. You're coming with me, gun.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
I can breathe.
That's the
I
enemy
can
coming.
save.
The orders are to evacuate the hospital.
You leave. I'm touching this boy.
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
How did my gun from the war come to be in this man's possession? Just like my watch. So weird.
No, it never got easy.
But it soon will be getting easy. Oh my god, there's dust all over this place. Sir! Sir! I'm gonna need you to call the maid. There's goddamn dust everywhere. Bloody Diary, 15th of October, 16th of October, 19th of October, 19th of October, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. House is silent like a tomb. Alright. Nice. I don't really care. What I do care
Makes no
about.
sense. None of it. No sense at all.
Oh man, you can see the vampire bites on his neck.
It's a nightmare. That's it.
It's just a nightmare. The only way to wake from a nightmare is to go back to sleep. Ah, yes. Just a nightmare. None of the pain of what I felt earlier this night was real.
So be it.
It was all in my head. A vivid dream. Ah. The suicide gun takes another life.
Rational thinking only.
Sweet dreams! Oh, yeah. Good night, sweet prince. Oh! Bloop. Vampyr. From here to eternity is the trophy that I just earned. Awesome. And my Y's on fire. It's fun to stay at the YMC Flame. Whoa! Good night rest. That's all I needed. Whose shirt is this? What? This wasn't the house I fell asleep in. This isn't my blood. Oh, that's my blood. It's all over the place. Gather it.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon, contains blinding sunlight into a glowing flesh.
God? Talking to me? Evolution. Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points to level up and improve your vampiric skills. Begin by selecting an available skill. Photography. Or autophagy. Okay. You drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. Cool. I'll just go ahead and do that. Thank you. What else can I do? Level 3 required. Shadow Mist, Blood Spheres, Claws. As natural predators, vampires have received some gifts from Mother Nature, like claws. These natural weapons can easily cut through tissue and are very useful for piercing a prey's arteries. Let's see, cost 25, cost 20. Two blood gain, 4 blood gain, 6 blood gain, or stuns. It's a close range attack. Hell yeah. Okay, so I can either get claws, blood sphere, which is a ranged attack. Throw a spear made of blood which can pass through enemies. That brings the cost down, and then I can do massive projectile will deal greater damage. Greater damage, greater damage, or concentrate and create 3 small blood spheres. Hit all enemies facing you. Compared to the base ability, range and individual damage is reduced. As medium range. Okay. But it is more spears. Okay. And then Shadow Mists. Area 2 meters. Ranged attack. Area 4 meters. Increased range and damage. Shadows will pull in a single place. All targets within this area are stuck constantly by slithers of darkness, causing them to bleed. Vampire will directly absorb the blood of his enemies. Nice. Alright, well, let's go claws. 220. I mean, I think this would allow me. When can I upgrade? Level 8 required. Level 8 required. Is the last one level 8 required as well to upgrade a second time? It is. So I kind of want to keep. You know what? No, we're going claws. Boom, baby. We'll cut somebody the fuck up, and then we'll confirm it.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
So, looks like I have to reach the north bank now. Can I run? I hear voices. Dead bodies. Don't be shining like that, sink. Whoa, whoa. Hello?
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
What? Oh, this door hella wasn't open when I got here. Someone's in my house. Oh, snap.
Here!
Ho ho, on my nightcrawler type.
My head's spinning.
Super dizzy.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
No, thank you.
Clever fucking beast!
I cannot enter.
Okay. Aha, stake offhand weapon. Offhand weapons can be used by pressing triangle. They have attacks with special effects and consume stamina. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Broke your shit.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back home. It's locked, all right.
So everything with the red circle is locked. Locked tight. Locked tight. Use your stakes to inflict stun damage. A stun enemy can be bitten. Psych. Press X to bite a stunned enemy. Biting an enemy provides you with blood to use your skills and also refills your health gauge. Come here, dude. Just snack on you. I'll snack on you some more.
There's a strength.
Oh.
A strength I never knew I had.
Clawed the shit out of him. You okay? No, you're dead as hell. Oh, hell.
Oh, this one stinks already. Not been bitten.
Suck. Should have kept your eyes peeled. Just gonna sit there and watch your boy get all fucked up. I bite you again. I get these claws. Oh, snap! Something. Whoa there. Whoa. Gotta dodge, man. Got to dodge.
Sinew, every fiber of my being is afire.
Come here. Let me. Psych. Let me tell you something. I don't appreciate that. Like shit out of you. Shut up. Come here. Run from me. Run from me. Get up. Give me your life.
Like a
Cut him
child
out.
learning the limits of my body.
Oh yeah. Whoa. Whoa there, partner. I definitely hit circle. There you go. Cut him up. Cut him up. How dare you? Cut him up. Oh. Whoa! Motherfucker, get cut up.
My strength. My reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
Okay. Alright. Not human. I dig it. Go ahead. Ah, yes. Make sure I'll loot everything. Bro, he is unquestionably dead. Like, they're probably gonna say, what hit him? A tornado or a vampire? Oh, what's up here? Anything up here? No. Oh, what was the point? Fucking barrels? I guess barrels will never have anything in them. Oh. Hold that right then. Ah yes, South Wark Bridge. Nice. Hello? Who's absent? Yes. Sandbags. Anything over here? No. Why would there be? King and country
My
needs
poor
you.
sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello, mouse.
I have this thirst for blood. It's locked. This is despicable.
Shillings. Coming up in the vampire world, baby. It's locked because it's red. That one's locked because it's red. Oh, Nightcrawler. Just call
Dizziness
me
from the
Night
jump.
Vampire.
I can now control it.
You can control the dizziness. Oh, what's this? What you got here? Some shillings? Who would leave money in a place like this? 6 pence. Nothing there. Okay. Gotta get my run on.
I have
Full blood.
thirst for blood.
Yes. The next fight shall be easy AF.
What will London have to say to me?
Oh, shillings. They might look like rusty bottle caps to you, but those is currencies.
I've so many questions unanswered.
Like, why can't I go through all these doors that clearly have an opening mechanism? Oh, look at all these bottle caps. Moving and grooving, baby.
Another corpse.
Right, roll.
Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum? The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Vampire senses. Using L3.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
Oh, so your vampire senses doesn't highlight objects you can interact with.
This is a slaughterhouse. It's locked.
Secrets back here. One chest. Huh, bottle caps. Who's coming up in the world? Oh, check me out, Ninja Vanish.
Where has everyone gone?
That's a good question.
There is no one in sight.
Can't smash through that stuff. It's over here. Gotta explore the nooks and the crannies, guy. Oh, there's a chest down there. Ah, some screws, grease. Nice, nice. Anything back here? Vampire senses does not affect my stamina, so that's good to know. Can't plunge to my death. That's also good to know. This is science, people. I should just go ahead and rip the rest of that sign on down. Oh, bottle caps. You can never have too many bottle caps. Follow the killer's trail. Can't go in there. Where was I going? Was it this alley back here? Pretty sure it's that alley. Yep, there's the handprint. Okay. Can't go in there either. What's this? It's a door. Hello?
I cannot enter.
Huh. A door behind a locked door. Well, people clearly not see this. Oh, something might say, oh, I don't need no flesh. Or no blood right now, so I guess you win this time, mouse. Teleport up here, see what's up. New hideout has been discovered. You just found a new hideout. Here you can spend XP while resting or craft items at the workbench. Cool. Bed where I can rest. Oh, some stuff. Common handle parts. Okay, well, I don't think I need to rest right now. I only have 500 experience. From what I can tell, can't really buy anything with that. So, somebody has to go. Just dropped down here in all this blood. I'm just checking every nook and cranny, man. You never know what you're gonna find. Materials that need to be gathered. Is this a box I can open? Doesn't seem like it. Is this the other side of the gate that I was just at? No. Anything back here? I mean, so much detail went into creating these levels hard to imagine that there's nothing in these nooks and crannies, that they're just here for aesthetic design. But that's increasingly what seems to be the case. Like, what is all this for? Oh. If I know that killer's trail, more like doors. Alright, so right now the game is doing a very good job in guiding me, well, not really guiding me, but forcing me to a central location, or a predestined location. So, I heard a bottle. Okay. Turquoise turtle. Turquoise turtle. Okay. That makes even more sense. What's that? Oh, it's just a poster. I don't care about these posters. Moving on. Turquoise turtle is obviously where I'm supposed to be going, but I want to see what else I can find. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, I'm back here, am I? Okay. To the turquoise turtle, then. Aha! Trash can. The torn pages of a diary. For looking away when they mock my color, I hate myself. For crying like a girl when they insult me, I hate myself. For swearing like a boy when they're gone, I hate myself. For hating my parents, I hate myself. For smiling when customers call me Sad Brina, I hate myself. For never finding the courage to tell Tom how I truly feel, I hate myself. It's a quest item. Shelter key. Okay. You just discovered a hint. It reveals a secret about a citizen or someone related to them. Okay. Boom. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality bar indicates the XP you will earn if you feed on this citizen. Unlock hints to increase the amount of XP. Okay. Well, we just gained a hint about some unknown person. Oh, we must smell what her face looks like. It's the only explanation. Alright. Turquoise turtle.
At last, a little life.
I'm sorry, can you say that again, but in English? Turquoise turtle. Fuck you mean? Speak with the locals. What's up, dude?
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
I'm
looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Oh, don't take kindly to homosexuals, I see.
You again. What can I do for you?
It's for me. What do you mean
Why
long
is it
night?
going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Not at all, huh? Any
Do the
leads?
police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Oh, really?
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
Sounds pretty much like me, guy.
Thank you. Goodbye.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from
So,
this
dude.
place as I
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes.
Your shirt just
I
misbuttoned.
apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
I guess that makes sense.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Lady.
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog? What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it.
But
Dozens
you
dying
haven't.
every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then.
Bitch.
Thank you.
Peace out. we got going on back here? Tomatoes. Okay.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
Confront the man on the second floor of the turquoise
I
turtle.
think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away.
This is no place for you. Prewed has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain?
How,
You might as well come in, whoever you are.
how'd you know I was outside the door? You must smell my pungent aroma.
Vampire!
Whoa!
I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself!
I'm here, sucker. Get that light out of my eye.
I need a word with anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
You just blinded me with the Christ. That shit hurt. What's this interview with a vampire? What's up, fool?
And who might you be?
Dr. Edgar Swansea. 6,000 experience. Oh, I'm definitely eating you, guy.
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might
I
I
don't know
at
who I
least
am.
learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here, too.
I believe you.
That's right,
Then
you
if
believe
you
me.
are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I am performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, ho, boy, you're
Something
lying.
tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
I mean, he keeps telling me to hit this for details, but I don't see anything new.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I'll end him.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
You were worthless. Can I eat you now? Blah, blah, blah!
I'm certain we shall meet again. Go hunt your shadow.
I'm taking your shillings.
I think drink no longer stirs me.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
You.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see.
Handsy?
Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
You hints available.
Not long ago.
Dyson, oh, that's the drunk guy. That's the barmaid, that's the bartender. Tom and William used to be good friends. Okay. Use this information against you, sucker.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
You're worthless. Probably gonna be a victim. Most likely gonna be a victim. I will eat you, sir.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
As a vampire, you can force a citizen to reveal information thanks to a hint you have discovered, the blue prompt.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Who is he?
William? Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Well, that's a lie, because you never said unannounced.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank
Now
you,
he's a
Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
My compass is telling me that this is where I need to be. Except...
Poor Jack.
there's blood over there. Oh, yes. Fatigue. Healthy.
I hope I live long enough to see them
Healthy.
boys get what's coming to them.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit.
I need to go around.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city.
Nothing there. Nothing. Nothing. Aha. Dead bodies.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
There's a whole lot of slashing and gnashing on this mode too.
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself.
Oh, his whole right side is
Blood
fucked up.
and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. What's this? Some sort of note.
Warning, according to recent reports, the vampire is very violent. Always search abandoned places first, old houses, destroy the leech brothers. Okay.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Oh, I'm there, baby. Okay. Got ourselves some unsavory types, huh? Surprise! It's me! Cut him out. Did you think? Oh, no, I bet you didn't even have any idea what was going on. Using aluminum powder. Nice. Oh, bullets and bullets. But equipped and press triangle to use your ranged weapons to inflict both standard damage and stun damage. Be aware that your ammo is limited.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Oh, I'm back on the force. Press L3 to spot enemies around and display their enemy cards. Some enemies are more resistant to certain type of damage. There are 4 types of resistances: melee, ranged, blood, and shadow. Orange indicates a medium resistance, and red indicates high.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy.
So these guys are both very resistant to ranged attacks, which means my guns are worthless.
Fair enough, Tom. But why do they hide where it's so damn cold?
Okay. Cool. First of all, what's going on up here? Oh, level 5 some bitch, huh? Yep, just keep looking on down there. Are you wearing a welder's mask? Oh, it's a gas mask. Okay. Let me just stun you and bite you. Makes too much noise. Cutting up. That. Okay, so there's a distance, a range of where my vampire senses become. I just realized that there's no jump button now. There's a distance where my special vision doesn't work. Like, there's two guys standing right outside this door, and you can't see them if you're too far away.
Steady, boys!
Surprise.
We've got one of them!
Whoa.
He's dead!
Sucker. Oh, ass beat out here, boy. I don't think so. Oh, snap. You missed. Just bite you to death. And your soul becomes mine. I'll take that. And that. Oh. Now they said that I can equip. Aha, firearm. Yes. Ah, okay. I see what's going on here. Can I put it in my main hand? No. Only in the offhand. Well, equip them shits. Oh, left and right on the D-pad. Okay. I'm about to be on my blade and run up on a vampire with the swiftness. Anywho. Ah, yes. There's one.
That's this nest of them cleaned out.
One's resistant to melee, the other is resistant to ranged attacks. So let's
Over there!
run up on them, slice them.
Watch it! It's a killer!
Oh,
You'll pay for that!
do right now. You've been cut up by the best. Okay. New practices. Rookie mistake. Oh, what? Though some of our companies, our companions, consider that the best advantage we have in our fight against leeches is that they can't go out during the day. Thus, we can hunt them down when they hide, powerless and asleep. Rookie mistake. Vampires are clever. They use countless ruses and tricks to avoid being spotted. Best tactic is follow and destroy them. They're really vulnerable. Okay. Whatever. You can try that if you dare. Ooh. Just candy. Moving and grooving. Oh. Don't you vanish. What's going on up here? You got nothing for me up here? Okay.
Last warning, sir!
Talk to me. Bow. Cold-blooded murder. Use the Vampyr. You getting the phone call? You know, memento. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. What's going on here? Oh, that's my options button. Cool. Oh yeah, I just got a new gun, didn't I? $160 damage, 45 damage. Well. I have shotgun bullets. I have 2 bullets. Use them wiser. I have no idea where I'm going now. What is that? Okay, so rats and hideouts.
It's locked, all right.
Yeah. Cool down between teeth. Shut up. What you got for me? Common handle parts. Some shillings. Refill everything. So I don't have no. Just don't have any more shotgun bullets. Aha, crafting. On a workbench, you can craft medical treatments to heal sick citizens, serums to boost yourself, and weapon upgrades to improve and customize your weapons. You have enough components to improve one of your weapons. Press R2. Select a melee weapon to upgrade. Stun. But obviously don't have enough to do that, so it wants me to do this. Goes up by 13 attack. Okay. Boom, baby. Increase damage dealt by 10%, or decrease stamina consumption by 10%. Increase damage dealt by 10%, obviously. Trying to murder people. I can only do one or the other. Huh. Well then. Rest to roll. I have 800 points though. regeneration, physical prowess. Plus 50 health, plus 15 endurance. Can't level up any of these. Level 8. But I can grab another one. Autophagy. 200 healing, 250 healing. Bites, yes. Hard biting. Increase the damage inflicted when biting. Increase your life regeneration when biting in combat. Yeah, that's more of my speed right there. 10% health. Yes. 15, level 6 required. Increase the damage? Nope, we need 300 to do that. Is there anything else I can do? 300, 300, 300. I can get the blood sphere. Blood sphere. Sorry? Oh, it cost 1,000 to do. Oh, sorry. Yes. If that's the case. Oh, it says so on the bottom. Except for over here, it doesn't say anything. Why doesn't it tell me how much I need? So well, alright then. Confirm. The following night. Yeah. Level 4 now.
Easy does it, boys.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Murdering bastard!
You missed. Fatal mistake.
Murdering bastard!
Oh. I'm taking this. And this. And this. One more person. Okay. Which means I'm gonna go back to the stick. Yes. Also, I need to switch my guns back. Yes. Another victim. Gotta go all the way around.
Please, sir. Can't let you through. Stop! Right now!
2 hits, baby. Super strong. Alright. Following the trail. We're moving on, people. North Dock District. Can't go in there because...
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Christ. Two-handed scythe. Equip two-handed weapon. First triangle to use a special ability. Scythe, for instance, can be used to parry oncoming attacks, inflict heavy stun damage if timed correctly. No, I'm good, buddy. I like the slash and shoot aspect of my kit right now.
This place
I was
reeks
never one
of
for
bloodshed.
two-handed weapons on any video game, to be honest with you. What's going on here?
Will, please, let go of me.
Can't do anything. Pow.
Oh my God, William. I can't stand it anymore.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Whoa there, buddy. You missed. Stay down. Feast. Cut him up. Whoa. Get your ass up. Cut him up. You missed. Slice. Disappear. Cut him up. Keep on fucking me. No! He's biting me! Fucked up, right? Reload. I need that. Oh, I'm gonna need that back. I need that back, sir. Excuse me. This way, please. He's the only one that can bitey. Mother sucker. My wife has its back. I'm gonna cut him up! Back up. Whoa. Back up. Light back, buddy. You must know that you bitch get killed at.
It's locked.
So lock it from the other side. Are these your boxes? These are bottle caps?
It's not too late.
This dude.
Yeah. I forgive you. The Lord
Used
is
the
patient.
genitalia off his victims? What's going on here? You okay, dude?
William was an honourable man.
Is this your purse sitting behind you?
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock.
Vampire senses tingling. Psych.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait.
A grown-ass
You
man,
are the
right?
woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Oh, you think you're tight? Just because you just nightcrawlered out of the way? Come on, guy.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders.
Sea Nanners! The fuck are you doing here?
Fellows, I've come to offer help.
What's his name?
Just give me a
Swansea?
moment to secure my boat. We can
The hell,
leave
he just
this
show up.
place.
Like that other Nightcrawler lady, vampire lady.
He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
Yes, go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Oh, sorry. There's nothing up here to shoot. I didn't mean to alarm you. Yes, more bottle caps. Can't go back through that area. Gather blood sample.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be?
What you got here? Fresh sample of William's blood in a small tube. William Bishop's. I refuse to say a person's first name or last name. It's either your first name or your last name.
Analyze the blood.
Sometimes it'll be your first middle name. But I'll never say William Bishop on and on and on again. You're either going to be William Bishops. Is this your purse? Do you need it? Board the boat. At dawn we row. Trophy earned. Alright, guy. Now, you're gonna give me some goddamn answers. First of all, where can I change my clothes? This is some bullshit. Second of all, how the hell are you steering this boat sideways like that? I must admire somebody being as sideways as me.
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just
Pembroke.
across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself. Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
I'm on coffee brew for daddy.
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration
do
for your
anything to this dialogue. It's just automatic.
Fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
They need to hurry up.
Then
they need to hurry up.
Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital.
Do I have a choice? Man?
As a physician, I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
Contemplate my victim.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this.
Are we just gonna do it on the flatbread again?
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
I don't really have a choice, do
It
I?
seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book. The beginning of a beautiful friendship.
You say so, guy. But if you screw me, so help me God, I'll kill everybody in your hospital. Thank you, Keurig, for spitting out that coffee most delicious for me. Yeah, it's making me delicious coffee. Can't you smell it? Well, yeah, you don't drink it when it's piping hot.
Thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Warm coffee soothes the
Oh,
throat,
Doctor,
so that
what
I
a
can
night.
continue
We
to
lost
talk.
2 more patients.
Yes,
Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, wipe the blood off you first, lady.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent. One so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Jeez, let go of my hand, guy. Can I take this boat? Analyze William Bishop's blood in the hospital. Mission update. Pembroke Hospital, District Healthy.
We'll have a word in my office later, Jonathan.
Can y'all get the hell out of the way so I can go up the stairs? Oh, you were disrespectful.
You can do better than that. Now, it's my turn.
Damn. We just got him.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the secret of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Get out of this crazy state. You're right, Brett.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
Relax, fool.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
The hospital's right up the stairs.
I've a mind to let you bleed out. Good luck then, sir.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox.
Yes.
Let me assist you to that better place.
Right. Blood quality indicates how much XP you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more you get. His blood quality is only 500 experience worth. Clay Cox. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them and lead them to out of sight. Lead them out of sight from others. You must mesmerize, or your mesmerized level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. Press L1 to mesmerize. Oh, so we have hints here that can add to the blood quality. I'm thinking it's about half, so the most we can get out of him is probably 1,000. Come with me, mofo.
Bring this fading light
Follow
into
the
the
red
shadows.
trail.
Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Continue to embrace the shadows. Press X to embrace Clay Cox or circle to release him. By embracing Clay provide a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about the citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gain. Okay, so release him and gain more knowledge.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Tiny common handlebar. Yes. I need that.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Okay. I'm not letting him go. I just want him to fatten him up. Where'd he go? Okay.
What happened? Whoa, I feel giddy. Did I black out? Whoa, I feel giddy.
I can't talk to him anymore. Give me that spring, son. Okay, so they're not there anymore. It's back here.
It's locked, all right.
I hear voices. Dead memories in my heart. What's going on in here?
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us.
What?
I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Okay. So this dude knows me. I just got here. His blood quality is 1,000. It's already double that Cox guy. We haven't even unlocked any of his hints. There's Clay Cox. Oh, Yes, yes, yes. Look at all these victims. I'm definitely eating people. What's going on? Tell me about
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Okay.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Is that right? Oh, so we've already boosted his XP by 500. And we got some information on this Brannigan lady. Okay, cool. What about
any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office down again.
Okay.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
What is that supposed to mean?
I can't say I'm thrilled to be working here, but to be honest, I didn't have much of a choice.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
Dialogue after you've already been
This
through it.
hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
I can't say I'm thrilled to be working here.
Don't be misled by appearance.
Medical checkup. What does that mean?
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Hurry now, Doctor. It's freezing here. I'm not one to make wait, Doctor.
Not one to make wait. Huh. You will stay there as long as I say. So I'm ready to come and talk to you. Lady.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
I mean, I can go out the other side. But I don't wanna.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke
Oh
spirit.
yeah, now you praising
I'll
me,
ask our
huh?
porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Nice.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Dorothy Crane. She's at 2,000. Man, everybody we meet just has more and more experience.
I would like to ask a few questions first. If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Okay, so now I need to find my office. Oh, what we got over here? A whole bunch of nothing. What about back here? Oh, nothing. Good evening. Oh, they were talking to me. Okay. What we got here? Well, man, if you're gonna have a big open area to explore and stuff, you've got to put like loot, things to collect. What's this?
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised. But I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research.
Also, he's
He
a
is
biter.
convinced it is the future.
No pun intended, but he's biting off my science. Okay. Oh, personal details. 3,000. Oh, and a level 5 mesmerized.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
And yet, you brought it up, so...
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Overqualified as a nurse. Oh, believes that she's overqualified as a nurse and is exhausting herself. Refuses to stop working. Okay.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Do you think this hospital can
I didn't mean to
survive
pick
the
that
epidemic?
We are all volunteers.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Here. All right.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Whilst I steal what you got out here. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? Oh, what's up, dude?
Good evening,
You
sir.
can talk just about anybody in here.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a
Milton,
hospital.
hey,
That's
go get
quite
that
a
cock.
blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old
I'm
habits die
tall.
hard.
Like, oh
No
my
need
God.
to explain, Dr. Reed. And
Gotta
if
be
you
like 6
ever
inches
need a
taller
better
than this
gun,
dude.
remember, I may have something for you.
Say what? You didn't ask him anything personal.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Okay.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
Well, then, what is your occupation?
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I'll bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
What? Sound like you had it rough.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. New investigation.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
What you got, bro? Milton's shotgun. You got 95 shillings. So, you won't be buying sell stuff. These can be recycled into components. And I need these to craft, I believe. So, they're worthless. Sorry, Milton.
I thought last summer's epidemic was difficult.
Is this Nurse Brannigan? Yes, it is. This is Dr.
If only I
Tibbets.
were young again. Just a dozen years or so.
Alright. Enter the garden. Enter the backyard garden.
Surely I can endure another.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Who are you?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
I don't know anything about her, so I can't ask her personal questions.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse
You're not giving a
Brannigan.
pep talk, are you, lady? I am. Okay? So why don't you just tell me, how's the situation?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Yeah, in a minute.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish
Yeah, I'll make it
flu
in a minute.
won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual. Especially concerning doctors.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned. Milton is not the chatty type.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Ah, some new information about you, Milton. Reputation is mediocre amongst his colleagues. Mediocre amongst his colleagues. Alright.
Goodbye,
Peace
Nurse
out.
Hawkins.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Why wouldn't they?
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily...
Let's see. Only need one tip from him, and he'll be my first victim. This mesmer level is only 1. So, dude.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, Sora, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
What?
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Clay Cox, huh? This guy, Clay Cox. So he's the leader of the Wet Boot Boys.
Do you know Tom Watts? The bartender from the Turtle.
Hi from Sweden.
I met him before I found you.
Hello,
Tom?
Sweden.
Yes, of course.
How are
Always
you?
the helping hand, good old
Thank
Tom.
you for joining me on this
Without
little
men like him,
adventure.
Corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Despair?
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
I guess, guy. Aren't you just a breath of fresh air? Personal questions.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really. But I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the
Well, I really
converted now,
appreciate you
Doctor.
coming to kick.
To be truly honest,
I'm fine.
I thought
Thank
she
you
was
for
dead.
asking.
She left the docks many months ago.
Right now playing a little Vampyr game. If you haven't seen any of the playthroughs, I've seen a bunch of people on YouTube playing this game, and I just figured that I wanted to get it and play it my own way. So right now I'm gathering information. I plan on eating a bunch of people. If you don't know anything about this game, this character that I'm playing is a recently turned vampire. He used to be a physician, a doctor, and actually he was a blood specialist and specialized in blood transfusions.
Good to hear.
Just so happened to get turned into a vampire, and his very first victim was his sister. And so now he's conducting
Where are you from?
investigation to figure out who or what turned him and to get his revenge on the beast that turned him into a vampire. I am from United States, Missouri.
How's the game?
The game is pretty fun. There's a little combat, but mostly this game deals with consequences and making decisions. So each decision you make...
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton?
Either
I can't help
furthers your progress, but
I manage an
or hurts your
for the
progress.
poor and homeless of the
And
docks.
you can choose
And
to
I try
get
to guide the
information on
lost
people,
and
you can
hesitant
choose
on
to
the
eat
right
people,
path to our
to
Lord.
get stronger, you can choose to go about this dialogue and find out information to get them
against William Bishop?
get more experience when you
To
meet
repel him
somebody.
somehow.
That's a very strange question, Doctor.
It's a kind of
cross
a
is
mesh
no
of
magical
games.
token.
Sort of
That's what you were
open
trying to
world.
say.
Not
mine,
really
anyway.
though. I mean, it does a good job of guiding you to the next location or the next destination with, a map that you can explore, but it's not really open world like a Grand Theft Auto or anything like that.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just
Right
a man
now, I
of faith willing to
just
preach the
entered
good
this
word.
hospital as an employee. The head of the hospital knows that I'm a vampire, and he's
Do you
helping.
think it worth to buy?
Yeah. If you want to spend the money on it and make your own decisions and have your own playthrough of it, it's a game of consequences. So every choice you make has its own consequences. The reason I bought it is because I've seen a few people play this game, and they do things that I probably wouldn't do or I want to do differently. So I bought it and decided to record it myself. I want to be like a true vampire, though. I want to get as much information as I can out of these people before I eat them, because I'm definitely eating people.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness.
This priest I saved from a vampire that went crazy and was just drinking and eating people, leaving blood all
Dr.
over.
Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest, and then I can go back to the people who need me.
Alright, well that's good information to have. I don't have anything else
Goodbye,
to
Mr.
ask
Hampton.
you.
We'll talk again later.
Thank you, Mr. Hampton. So, this is another door I can't open. Talk to this guy, he's a war vet that's been blown up. He feels pain all through his body. Also keeping an eye out for things that I can collect in order to upgrade my weapons. What's in here? Nothing. Moving, grooving.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
How old are
I
you?
believe we're going to be colleagues.
If you don't
Reed,
mind me
yes,
to
I've been
ask.
informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome
29.
aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Oh, this guy's a hater. He obviously doesn't give a care that I am a famous blood transfusionist.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea.
In
But over
2-4.
time, his enthusiasm has
Are you 24?
become
Nice.
displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to
Is it hot
save
in
lives.
Sweden right now? Because it
The
is
people who trust
stupid
us are
hot
not
in the
volunteering
USA.
for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run
We've had
any
a couple of
radical
days here where it's been
experiments,
102 degrees.
Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
True that, true that. So we have a new detail about him that boosts his XP. If we eat him, gave us a little bit more experience that we'll get out of it. Waverly disproves modern medicine methods. What? You're a doctor. How can you disprove modern medicine?
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
You are going to change your tone with me, my dear colleague, and very quickly.
I don't think so. Perhaps you think yourself protected
Do
by Dr.
you have
Swansea,
any guns or something like
but I am
that?
still a free man, and I will speak to you the way I want.
I'm going to assume that you're talking about the game when you ask if I have any guns, and yes, I have a sawed-off
Or
shotgun.
just teeth? Lol.
You are talking about the game. Yeah, I have teeth, claws. I have blood, mist weapons, blood spears and things that I haven't unlocked yet because I'm still pretty early in the game. But I also carry like a revolver and a sawed-off shotgun, some different bludgeoning weapons. I just picked up a two-handed weapon. I'll go through my weapons and I'll show you. Matter of fact, I can do that now, I believe. If I go back. So I have one-handed weapons here, and I'm currently using this common machete. But I just picked up this used bludgeon. I have a two-handed scythe here, but it's not an actual scythe. It's just a two-handed weapon, which will replace my one-handed and offhand weapons. Now this offhand weapon here is a melee offhand weapon, and these are also offhanded weapons, but they're, as you can tell, firearms, so they'll hit at a distance, while the melees will have to be up and close and personal. They all have their own different type of upsides and downsides, pros and cons. For instance, the guns make it easier to stun your opponents and things like that, but some of the opposition that I have to go up against are strong against the melee weapons, so it doesn't really do much effect. You'll end up using all of your ammo
Okay,
on just
sounds good.
a couple of opponents, while the offhand weapons have more stun quality to them. They do less damage, but you can exhaust your opponents easier to bite them during combat. Pretty soon here, after I talk to a few more people and go to my office, I'll be going outside to look. I have like a secondary quest. One of the people that I met said that he was attacked in the alley and dropped his wallet. So I have to go back there and find his wallet, and I'm sure that whatever attacked him will be back there, so I can show you the combat as well. Any personal questions? Oh, yes.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
I just don't like this guy, so I want to be confrontational.
I don't see any reason why I should justify my actions to you.
That's true, Dr. Reed. The only judge has to be yourself. The question is, are you judging yourself hard enough?
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Okay, so we've asked him just about everything we can ask him without getting any more
Thank you for your
hints
time. We'll talk later.
into his character. So we're gonna yeah, this is
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Nurse Crane. I've already asked her
Thank you,
everything
Nurse
that I
Crane.
could ask her. Let's see here. Hello, lady.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Nice. So she needs hints to be revealed before I can ask her personal questions.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Okay.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not...
Got a new hint. Beatrice questions the Pembroke Hospital's efficiency. So now if I were to mesmerize her and eat her, I would only get 2,600 experience. But there's 2 more hints here. And if we unlock those hints, then her blood quality will go up, giving us more experience when we eat her. We also need to get our mesmerize level up. Right now it's only level 1. The only person that we can eat right now, if we choose to, which we do soon enough, once I unlock his hint, would be Clay Cox, because our mesmerize level is only 1. These are all the people in this district that I can eat, and as you can see, there are 4 districts here. This is the first district. This guy also has fatigue, so we're going to need to cure that before we eat him, so that we can get the maximum amount of experience. That's really what my goal is here, is to get the maximum amount of experience through each kill. So there's quite a bit of people to kill, but like I said, this game deals with consequences. So if you eat too many people, then the status of the city or the district that you're in will drop, and I'm not really sure what happens after that, because none of the people that I have seen play this game yet. Oh, these are the quests. Okay, so this is Milton. He's the one that gave us the quest to go find his wallet in the back garden. So we're going to be
especially
doing
welcoming.
that.
I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Okay.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start.
That's Milton.
And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Okay. It's Pippa Hawkins. Pippa saves beds for patients who can pay. So she's blackmailing money out of people?
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
And do you start as a vampire?
Yes, you do start as a vampire. At the very beginning, there's a cutscene that shows us crawling out of a mass grave. And we can't see anything. Everything's in black and white. But there's like a a red pulse coming from a person, and you go over to that person, and that person embraces you. So you kind of put two and two together and figure out that this person knows you and assumed that you were dead, but because you crawled out of the grave, that person is now happy that you're alive. But we were so driven by hunger that we bit that person. And once everything came back into focus and we could see color again, we realized that it was our own sister who had been looking for us and knew that we were not dead, or at least had a feeling that we weren't dead, that we fed on, and we killed her. She was accidentally our first kill. And since then we've been on the run and looking for the person who has turned us into a vampire. We were on the run at first because we fed on her in front of a group of people. We were just that hungry. Once they stopped chasing me, I found a hideout. I was able to rest in the bed. Stricken with grief, I took a revolver from a dead guy and shot myself in the chest to try to kill myself and end the nightmare, only to realize that I can't die by bullets. And since then, the story has picked up. I followed a blood trail to a tavern. Once I got inside the tavern, I started talking to people to see who was in the tavern that might have left that blood trail that I followed. And I found the owner of this hospital here talking to another vampire. But when I entered the room that he was in, the vampire disappeared, and he kind of pulled a cross on me, a crucifix, that hurt me. Once I told him that I didn't mean him any harm, he put the cross away and we sat and talked, and he let me know that he's part of a secret organization of people that hunt vampires. But he also believes that not all vampires are bad, and he is actually quite fascinated with vampires and wants to research us and things like that. So I told him that I was hunting for the person that changed me into a vampire.
Sounds good. I think I would like.
And once he found out that I wasn't any harm to him, he gave me a position at this hospital where I could conduct my research and also use my skills as a surgeon and a blood transfusionist in order to keep my cover and have a safe place to conduct my research. So that's pretty much the story up until now. I've just arrived at the hospital and I'm talking to people inside the hospital to try to get information, and I've yet to go to my office. I've talked to her as much as I can without hints, so I'll say goodbye to her and I'll speak to her son here.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
I like Vampyr stuff at all. Wink.
Really?
Oh yeah, this is a really good game. Really good game so far.
I suppose
there's different ways to play it. Like I said, it's a game of consequences. So there's things that you can do, there's things that you cannot do or choose not to do. That'll change the... I don't think it'll have a dramatic change on the story, but it'll have a change in gameplay. And there's 3 save slots at the very beginning of the game, so you can choose to go full rampage and murder everybody, then go back and start a new game where you play the pacifist run. And but the problem is, if you don't feed on people, then the enemies get progressively stronger, and so it's harder to take them down, or it just takes a little bit more. I guess if you were skilled in the combat, then you can go the entire game without having to murder anybody. But you can go around curing people and things like that. It's really cool, kind of unique concept on the choose your own adventure type game. So here we have Mortimer Goswick. I'm going to ask him about his life in London.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Okay.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
How painful it's
so painful
I'll let you get some rest then.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Doctor.
No.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I need to talk to him. I have a hint unlocked from him, so let me...
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced.
So when I have a blue
this is
prompt, it
bad
means that I found out some sneaky information about the person that I'm talking to, and I can mesmerize them, quote unquote, in order to get that information coaxed out of them.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Really? Okay. Any personal questions I can ask?
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Okay.
I have to go now, sir.
We'll let him be for right
but
now.
Don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Don't waste your time with me.
Okay, so this lady clearly has unnatural attachment to her son, and he is uncomfortable around her. Okay, alright, what's up with you guys?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick.
Harvey
All
Fiddick.
I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Okay.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Need to go to bed. Thanks for all. Good night to you.
Have a good night over in Sweden, man. I appreciate you coming to kick it with me.
Carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Okay.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have
Same
the feeling
fight.
you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances,
Goodbye.
you would be right.
From
But
Missouri.
for now, I don't
From the
think I
United
can
States.
take on the responsibility.
That's pretty cool. I was
My
talking to a guy from Sweden. That's awesome. Glad to know that my videos, even if it reaches one person, can reach as far as out of the country as Sweden or further.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Okay. So I don't have any
Goodbye
more
for now,
questions
Mr.
for this
Fiddick.
guy. So
I'll
right
see you
now,
later.
I am gonna go fix me a pizza. We'll wrap this up. Yo, if you dig the content, light up that like and subscribe button. You want to comment, scroll on down and write something. I appreciate all you dudes coming to kick it with me, and I will see all you after I hit this L. Peace.